record. Here we go. And then I'm going to send you the recording tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So rewatch and re-listen to it. And I'm digging the whole leopard top. That's my whole vibe.
Thank you.
Look like, bougie hippie. That's my second go-to right there. So hang out with me. Let me put on my music. So first, the initial thing before anything, that's why I was antsy to get you in here, is that, hang on, where's my YouTube at? There we go. All right, let me put on my music. It is like, it's just a rush. It's just a rush. It's like a wave. And so what that means to me, is a couple of things. A, that you guys really like loved each other. That was the thing. And that you were together at the time of your passing. So a lot of people, when they come up, they always talk about, oh, it's my husband, right? But like maybe they weren't in a good marriage, or maybe, like they'll still call it that. This is a little bit different. He keeps saying, like, I want to be more connected. I want to be more connected. That's what he's saying. I want to know what happened. I want to know, give me a second. God, let me get my thoughts organized. Hang on. He's frustrated. He walks around. He's like, man, you could tell that at some point he used to be a really big dude because of how this is, or maybe he's just not just with a picture, but just like a really stocky fellow. And hang on. He's talking about paying too much attention to his phone. I don't think you did. Hang on. He's like frustrated, I guess, with his passing. We'll go through what happened. He's frustrated that he didn't get to get like closure from anybody. He's frustrated on how like nobody could hear him. He's frustrated on how obviously there's like a lot of chaos or something. And because he's making me hear like this, like just inappropriate or like chatter going on. He's always a person that likes to be in control, but he wasn't in that aspect. Kid. Okay, so you have kids with him. Hang on. They're not all grown. Hold on. Do you really? Wait, I'm okay. So there's a couple of things. He shows me birthday balloons, so that means either a birthday or anniversary is showing up pretty quickly. That also means he's talking about kids. He's talking about so that means you have more than one. We'll get more into that. I'm just kind of like allowing him to take my symbols and use things right now. He's like, I haven't. Have you tried to reach out with another person before?
Yes.
That's what he's saying. Okay, he goes, I said, what happened? He says, I'm sorry, like, this is new for you, like how I do it. He's like, she's tried to do it with another person before. And I'm like, okay.
Multiple people.
Really?
I haven't gotten like the validations that I need that prove like that they are really connecting with him.
Really?
So, yes.
Really? Okay, yeah, he's saying that he couldn't like come through very well, or like it's very confusing. So I'm gonna give him everything that I possibly can, which has been happening for how many years, right? Hold on. He talks about you being like this strong woman. He talks about you being this woman that's like, man, she'll get him, And I'm like, all right. He's like, he's very like jokey. He's very, he's funny because he must be like heavy Taurus Cancer somewhere, because he'll turn on a dime. Boop. Hang on. He's probably Taurus Cancer and then a water sign, because he has that. He's an emotional person underneath it. Hang on, but he's strong. He's a fighter. He said he couldn't fight this. So let me go into passing. Let me go in what happened. Hang on. He goes like this. He's like, all I hear is I was just, and he's like, oh, so we're panicking. We're freaking out. Why? Hang on. It's interesting. Right before I got on the phone with you, on the call with you, I got this just brief image that comes in like flashes, like gawk. And I don't know if he was on life support or people were trying to keep him alive. It's one or the other, but they show me the thing is it looks like how people are when they die of COVID. I know he didn't die of COVID. How they have like tubes and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, and he's upset at that. He doesn't like how he is perceived as weak in those moments. And I am so hot right now. I'm like getting bright red. Do you see this? So that's him. Hang on. Hold on. There's like a super big panic. Maybe we collapse. Hold on, but why or something? Hang on. He said nobody could save me, nobody could save me. Man, it was done, it was over, it was done, it was
Okay.
over, it's done, it's
Okay.
over. So there's nothing about anybody could save me, because he's talking about, as whatever this is happening, we're gonna go into this. Where is this at? What happened? There's so many things that I want to ask right now to him. All these, wait, were you there when he died?
Yeah.
Okay, who are all the women? Who are all the people? Who are all these people around him when he passes? Who are all these people? He keeps talking about all the women.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, hang on. He says all these women were around me. I was like, "Ah!" Like that. And talking about I guess collapsing. Maybe I don't know if he had a heart attack, or is it like an aneurysm and he died. It's because he goes from here to here. And so for me, that's more like it goes to my brain. It goes to my brain.
Okay.
It's not just like my heart explodes. It's something deeper than that.
Okay.
And at that point, he's already dead. Like he's gone.
Okay.
More.
Okay.
He's talking about people like these little ladies, I guess, working on him in his deep barrel chest, and how you can't get in far enough. He's already dead. He's so over it. His spots filled in his work. He still goes to work. What do you do? Hang on. He likes to laugh. He likes to walk in and joke with everybody. Ha ha ha. Oh, da. He's like making me hear. It's almost like you're not speaking English, but you're hearing the frequencies and, you know, that poppy feeling that goes with it. He wishes he wouldn't be so bullheaded with you. He wishes, like, we're having shoulda, coulda, wouldas at the same time. We'll go into that. Hold on. You do have a son. You have a son. Do you have a daughter? Hang on. Wait. I'm guessing you only have boys. I don't know how many though. Maybe it's only boys. Do you have a daughter from like another marriage or something somewhere? Okay, it's only boys. Okay, cool. Okay, it's like masculine. I don't know if there's another one. We'll get into that in a little bit.
Okay.
Hang on. You see how it goes so quickly, and then he takes it off on another tangent. Hang on. But how were they like trying to keep him alive in an ambulance on the way over there, and then it just like didn't go at all, and like that's it? He just said DOA, dead on arrival. That's a thing. Shit. Hold on, I want to know why. Hold on. He's talking about it coming out of complete nowhere for him. So he wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I go, maybe that's a question you're trying to ask. He goes like this. I said, well, did you feel anything beforehand? Were you freaking out? Did you have any like these different symptoms? And he goes, man, no.
Okay.
That was it.
All
like
right.
that.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah. There was nothing. He's surprised. He has these big eyes when he says it too. Like, no, he's good with his body, but he's like second guessing himself. He's like, well, maybe I just didn't pay attention to that. And I'm like, well, I know now you're shoulda, coulda, woulda. We're not talking about the situation. So, it's, I almost feel like, and I know he's not, but I almost want him to be like a Navy captain. I know he's not at all, but he has that like fun, but like, I'm going to kick people's ass type of thing and keep everything in line type of thing. He should be military. I don't think he is, or was he at all, but he has that type of thing. And he's a fun person. Wait. Where are you going now? So you ended up seeing him afterwards. He said, I said, did she actually get to see you? How did that work? Because a lot of times they won't let you know. And she's like, oh no, she saw me afterwards. He's on this. Says that he says, I go, what happened to you? What happened to you then? And he goes, now I'm freaking dust. So he must be cremated instead of buried. That because he says now I'm dust. That is a sign. He wants his, he's like in a little monkey butt up here, a little bald spot, but not crazy. He had pretty good hair all the way through. He's talking about now I have all of my hair, and I'm like, but you had all of your hair except for like tiny bit of thinning.
Yeah.
But to him, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So
It's a man thing.
it is, but like it's so like that's a thing that they talk
Yeah.
about. Like it's a
Yeah.
part of their mojo. He says, man, she's a good woman. Man, she's a good woman. He talks about you all the time. Says that, I don't know why he says he wishes he could have given you more. There's some sort of separatism that goes along with your relationship in this room, like, and then he died, and then there's like the lack of it. I don't know. Maybe you're having weird feelings. Maybe you're having, I don't know. There's something there. It's something is off for me, and I don't know what that is. So hang on,
Okay.
we're gonna. What was up with his phone? You have his phone?
I gave, well, at the time of his passing, I gave his phone to my middle son to use.
Okay.
He had,
okay. Really?
yeah, but he still uses his phone number, so it's still.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I call my son's phone, it's still his voicemail message on there.
Really?
And I forget that he still has that. And when I call my son, I'm like, why is he not answering his phone? I'm like, oh my God, I forgot his voice is on there. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, he goes like this. So the face I gave it, he goes, bring up the phone. He shows me his cell phone. And I'm like, I'm always on the offense. So I'm like, what did he find on your phone?
Right.
That was my face.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you tell me more? And then
Right.
he's like, no. And he just gives it to you. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
That's a thing sometimes. Hold on. He says, it talks about the middle son. It says you're doing good. Says you're doing good. It says like I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. He would be such a hands-on dad. I still want to know what you did, sir. Hang on. I wonder if he like worked for. Did he work for the state? It's almost like official at the same time, but he's like a managing and orders. I don't know. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does. He's just walking around in like tight office chinos, and it doesn't make any sense to me. What did he end up doing? What was
he was software support, tech support for Cath Lab, which is funny because they were trying to get him up to the Cath Lab.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, and they were like, he keeps coding like 3 times. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he just shows me. So I asked him, what does he do? And he showed me, you know, remember the State Farm commercial where they're like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm wearing khaki pants. Like he shows me.
He always used to wear, yes.
That's why I was like, he knows. I don't know what he does.
That's his work attire, usually always khaki pants. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what he was showing me. I'm like, okay. He oh what? He's talking about getting it's funny, he hops up in a big truck, but I don't think he has a big truck. I don't feel like he feels like he's like a large SUV person along with a sports car person. That's what he feels like. But he's such like this bulky guy that like he would look like he's squished inside of it. And oh my God, hang on. Hold on. He's talking about cars. He's talking about how, did you end up taking his car and then you sold yours? Or what is that?
No. He had gotten rid of his.
What?
I mean, it was old. So yeah, he was using his mom's car, so he didn't have a car. He got rid of his car.
Was the female. Okay, yeah. He goes like this. He gets his car. I said, well, what do you want to talk about cars? He gets a car and then he passes it to a female. And I'm like, wait, okay, so that got rid of this, so that goes to mom. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna ask him who he's with too, see if he's with anybody. If there's anybody there. Y'all have pretty young families, so hang on. Hmm. There's some. All I see is when he dies, there's like some man that shows up. So it's a man that showed up. I don't know, and I don't know who he is yet. But he's like, you're here. Damn, you're here. Like just having this like, wow, type of thing. Back to the island. I don't know what islands have to do with anything, but that's interesting. Let me write that down. We'll go and look at that later. Hang on. Hold on. He's funny. I guess maybe he's originally from someplace else. But he's talking about how where y'all are at is like just his home. Like he's totally acclimated to that area. Like we like culture from this other place. I don't know, but we are acclimated to your area. Like that's my area. That's my cool. That's that. So it's a lot of times I'll talk about, where their heaven is. Do they go back there? And his heaven is with y'all. He says, I pop in and out now and then. He says, pause. He's talking about animals. You're like a perfectionist when it comes to keeping things clean that you have, but you're always like way too busy that goes along with it. But there's always that sense of there's not enough time. He's just talking about how everything is always, it's like, oh my God, we got to make the bed. Oh, okay, go. And then you like flip the hair thing and then you keep going. He's like trying to show me that he's with you throughout the day. And I'm like, okay, can you give me a clear picture on that? Are you the closest to the middle one? Like was the middle one coming in like sleeping with you?
Yeah.
Weird. He keeps talking about this one single child coming and sleeping with you and has your hand right here and like this. And so I'm like, but he's taller than everybody else. So I'm like, is that the middle? It's not the oldest.
The middle is the taller than the oldest.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Okay. He keeps going up to that one and he keeps making that one taller. Okay. That's the one he's like, I guess you'd say around the most.
Okay.
I don't know why. We can get that's a whole nother thing, but he's like giving these delineating factors for them. Where are you at? Come back over here. He's funny. He's talking about how you're doing a lot better than like he could ever do. And he's like kind of like taken aback by that, like, oh, like that. But he does miss you. See, I don't know. Hold on, let me figure out how he's talking really well. This means it didn't happen like in the last year. Hang on. He is funny. He's talking about you going through and lighting candles. He's talking about you going through and like turning the lights down and I guess like lighting candles and like, and he's talking about, I guess maybe you like try to really connect with him by like zoning out and actually like feeling him. Like you try to get in that mode. But
yeah,
you do?
I've tried. So like I did a course and I'm like, it's not working. I tried like the dowsing rods and I'm like, then I figured out that I was the one like making them move. And so I was like so mad that it should be cool that I could do it, but I want them to be like answers and they're not.
No,
it's me doing it.
Everything is here. And you're always connected here. Any of this other physical bullshit that people do, that's not a thing because you're light, you're connected to them through your soul. That's all it is.
Right.
And so think about like, if you start thinking about somebody and then they randomly call you, right? You're like, oh my God, I was just thinking about it. It's because you're sending out that signal. That's why. It's the same thing, except you don't have a body, but you're still doing that to somebody that does have a body. He did like this. This was like kind of a joke he tried to put. He told me that you go through and you light candles and like you'll get on your bed or something and you're like trying to feel them and he walks into the room and he's like, oh, are you ready? But then really you're sitting there like trying to channel them and I'm like, well, that was the sexy funny thing. So that's
that's him. Yeah. Yeah.
110%. He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. That's
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this, I just got really hot. Look at this. Look at this. It's a thing. Hold on. He says, thank you, Amy, for bringing my family back. I go, you're welcome. He says, hold on, I'm going to ask. We made a lot of craft objects with his stuff. I can tell you that. Hold on. My mom, it hit the hardest. My mom, I mean, it hit you hard. His mom was.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. She was like, she weirded me out. She was like, you know, when you see like those women and like, oh my God. Like, yeah. I looked at her and I was like, what? She was like freaking out. Well, because he was the only one.
That wasn't really the only one. Oh,
he's the only, it was only him. So yeah, it was her only child. So that was, she depended on him for everything. So now then I kind of got dumped on me and I'm like, I have 3 kids. I can't.
No. Oh
yeah.
my God. Yeah. He talks about how she looked at him as almost like a husband type of thing, but still the son. And how whenever he died, it just broke her heart, melted. Yeah. So his father's gone then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that probably was the guy that was there that just showed up.
Okay.
Hold on. He wasn't very close to his dad.
No.
Yeah. He goes, I asked him, I go, why was your dad there? Were you close? Did you miss him? And he goes, we weren't really close. That's why he was like, oh, damn. What are you doing here? Like surprise. So yeah, it's almost like dad chose something else over them. I don't know what it is. It's like dad chose something over them. Like there's that thing, but dad's learning, dad's part of that now. Dad's not here, but he speaks about it. Hang on. I want to ask him about you. Hang on. Hold on. Okay, he keeps flashing mad balloons at me. When is that a wedding or is that another thing? Is there like an anniversary within the next 2 weeks? Like right there. It's either
his death date.
Really?
And and there's 2 birthdays that just passed.
Really? Okay, so that's why he's like doing. I'd say
yeah.
And I'm like, all right, what is this? She says, you're a good mom, man. You get on them though. You get on them though. That's what you say. You get on them. He says you have to. He says, hang on, I want to ask him. You were walking around and telling him that he better come through today. Like you're going around like yelling at him, telling him he needs to. Like that's the whole thing. Like you're bringing. Good. He's talking about how like he doesn't get a break even in death. Like that's the thing. And I go, no. Hold on. Is the oldest one 18 already?
He's 19.
Shut up. Did he end up getting tattooed for dad?
No.
He's telling him don't do it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I don't know if he's mentioned it or thought about it. Okay.
No,
he's saying don't do it though.
Okay.
So I don't know if he wants him to be. Maybe he feels like you go down a wrong path with it. I don't know. I have tattoos. There's like this. It's weird when they say don't do it. It's
okay.
It's not a normal thing, but
okay.
I'm just gonna follow it. Wait, I want to go back to he's talking about having a greasy forehead. He's talking about you coming up and stroking his greasy forehead. He's talking about how that was yuck. He's talking about how he's so like he likes to be pretty. He likes to feel good about himself. He likes that. Oh my God. He would make sure his nails look nice, but he wouldn't go get his nails done. He is, man, your husband's great. He's still around you. He's not gone at all. He is like back and forth between where you're at and like the kitchen, back and forth, boop, 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 boop. And he's always munching on something, but then he always wants to lose weight, but then he always wants to get more fit, but then he always wants to like eat again. And so it's like this vicious cycle all the way around. and he, hold on.
Is there anything about like this current living situation you can ask him about?
That's what we're getting into right now. He came in and he put home in my head, and he talks. Yeah, he talked about how. Now this was an interesting thing. That's weird. My camera's doing that. That's not a thing that happens. That's him. He's talking about how you don't have enough room for like even his shorts. So it's like I don't know where you're at or what's going on. It's like maybe we're compact or maybe we're something like that, but we got to figure out why. Hang on. Y'all don't live in New York. I don't know why you're bringing that up. Hang on. He keeps talking about moving out and moving away, moving out and moving away. Like, I kind of want you to go to like suburbs somewhere, but I don't know what that is. And I don't know. Hang on. It's almost like you're in between something. And then you're damned if you do, if you're damned if you don't right now. You're just here. I don't know. He keeps putting you between, literally putting you between a rock and a hard place. I mean, that's literally what the image is.
Okay.
And hold on, I want to go. Are they like about, is your lease or something about to be over with and then we can't go someplace else? But then I kind of want you to go like out of the city, but you're not in New York. So maybe it's in another one. I don't, because they always talk about New York City being the city. And hang on. Is there? Do you live with somebody's mother?
His mother.
Shit, really? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's why the cramp. That's why.
Yes. There you go. You got it. Oh
okay.
yeah.
Oh, he goes.
Oh yeah.
He's talking about you need to move out, you need to go away, but like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You're between a rock and a hard place.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And
is she sticking around? Can you like confirm if she's gonna stay or she's gonna go or what's
like die or move?
No, like move. Because she's away now with her brother. I mean, they're obviously gonna come back probably, but
hang on. She's too comfortable there.
Yeah.
She's too comfortable there. She controls it though. She controls everything. That's hard for you. That's hard for you. That is, her energy is chaotic, but sweet, but domineering. It's weird. It's almost like one of those crabs that like settles in the sand. It's like, oh, it's so small and cute, but yet it can come up and like bite a chunk of your toe off, right? Then you're like, oh, like that's how this person feels. If there is not a catalyst to push her out, she's going to stay. Now, what do you do? What do you do? I don't personally feel like she's dying anytime soon. So that's not going to be an option.
No, okay? Because her mother lived forever. So
yeah, this is like, I looked, I was like, oh, is she going to go soon? Maybe like 4 or 5 years. And he's showing me like 85, 90, like this continues on the way down. Okay. I think the only way that she would move is that if you pushed it.
So you don't see me living with my mother?
I would like you to. I would like you to. That would be a thing. I would really, really like you to do that. And that feels a lot more. Does she live out in the suburbs more?
She's about a half hour from here, a little bit south.
Okay. Yeah, it's like he's talking about how it's like go further away from the city. I don't know. So maybe this is north, so it's going south. And so it feels more, but she feels controlling and chaotic, a good woman underneath it all, but everything's been taken from her, including her son. And so she's trying to grasp onto everything. And so I would say, yeah, go do it. Go do it. Go do it. Go do it if you can. Because your mom has a lot less time than she does.
Oh, great.
Okay. But you love her. I'm not saying anything like 5 or 10 years. I'm saying like, 15, 20 at that point, max.
Okay.
But this other one's going to be around when your mom is gone. So you will definitely have time to like make amends and come back if you want to. Okay.
Okay.
Just let you know if that ever happens,
Yeah.
just fine.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. So
Anything in
now,
for
tell
love for me anytime soon? Relationship?
hang on. I don't even want you to have a relationship until you end up moving. I don't even want you to have that until you end up moving. Why is that? Because there's going to be too many things in transition, and you are going to attach to this other person. And that's going to be the person that makes you feel like you're consistent when your consistency needs to lie in you. And then when you're finally consistent down there, then we need to add a relationship in. Do I feel like if you decided to add one in right now? Yes, I feel like you would have a couple, but I feel like they would end up disappointing you. And so it's like, well, do you want to do it? You can be disappointed and learn from it, but I don't see prominent like marriage settle down for like another, I would say 6.5, 7 years. And you're looking at me like, what the hell, Amy? But it's because 6.5, 7, like right around there. And that is, yeah.
Good grief.
No. It's okay though. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's because everything's, moving and cycling. Then does that mean that you're not going to find love or relationship in between there? Yeah. But are you going to find it consistent? No, not until then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So for right now, if I didn't have another session right now,
I know.
I love you, but I wanted to pack everything. He is great. He's living with you. So keep talking to him, keep bringing him through. If you need anything from me, or if you have any questions, again, just email me. Okay. And then I will send you the recording tomorrow. And he loves you. He's funny. His guy is just, he's okay. I guess, has he been gone like more than 4 years? Is that a thing?
Coming up on 5.
5, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, he talks really well. I like him. If you need me again, just let me know, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I love you from Texas.
Thank you so much. All right, bye.
Bye.